JJ and Rich. Our phone number is 877-937-1047. You can call us, jump on the air with us right now. Right now. It is so hot. It is so hot outside, right? I mean,
ridiculous.
I saw a chicken lay an omelet. But
You did.
Hey now. You did. No, dude, get this. I don't know if anyone else has this going on in their life. I have so many flies in my house. Flies, and I don't know where they're coming from. And I've had all this, my wife says it's because we've had all this construction going on, that the doors are open and flies are coming in, but they're all hanging out in the kitchen. And I was making like my little snack that I have, which is a big tub of Greek yogurt, and I pour protein powder in there, and I throw all this other stuff in there, and macadamia nuts and blueberries, and I mix it, and I set the spoon down, and I go get something else out to put in the tub. When I came back, there were 2 flies on my spoon. And it was gross. So gross. And I don't know what my wife bought 2 of those Vivo things, right? They're not working.
Oh, let me tell you, because I've had Flymageddon too. There is something you can get at the hardware store, and it's like an electric fly swatter. Have you seen those?
I've seen those.
And
They're vicious.
You got to go on a mission, but if you swing it in the air and the fly hits it, it fries right there.
Oh, that's good. Also,
but you'll take out like 30 at a time.
There's some. Hey, Nick, didn't you buy some gun to kill flies?
My assault weapon?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it for flies?
Brother, I killed a cockroach with this thing the other day.
Yeah, they kill scorpions too.
They do?
And like the salt guns are no joke.
Oh, it's a salt gun. That's right. Yeah, so that's a little too aggressive for flies. Like if I'm shooting in my kitchen, I got to hit a fly, I'm going to probably break a window.
Yeah, maybe.
It's good. Trust me. You need one, and you need to bring it here, and then we can play together.
Yeah, but the fly swatter I've used quite a bit. You just put a battery in it, and like if it's on the window, you don't have to like catch it. You just have to get it to fly into the swatter, and it's gone.
There's not a lot of things that gross me out.
It's gross.
You know, dead flies have grossed me out my entire life.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I remember being a kid. We had flies. We had swamp coolers in my house, no air conditioning, and there was just always flies. And the fly swatter, I would smack a fly with the fly swatter, and then I would throw up. It was gross.
Really? Oh, see, I always think the alive flies when they land on your food has always grossed me out. Someone's like, every time they land, they puke all over your food or whatever. Whoa, it's so gross.
Flies gross me out, and Band-Aids on Kyle's toes.
It was an injury. It happened one time, literally like 10 years ago.
But I was thinking, because flies are, wait, real quick. Let's say hi to Sylvia. Sylvia, hi, what's up?
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning.
I always wanted to call the show, and I always listen to you every morning. I listen to you all day at work, trying to win $1,000. It's just, I love you guys. You guys make my day. You guys make me wake up in the morning and start my day.
That's so nice.
You're the
Yeah.
best.
Man, way to kick off the morning, Sylvia. Where do you work?
I work at Amazon Phoenix 6.
All right. We'll give a shout out to the whole crew there, and thank you for listening, Sylvia.
Oh, thank you so much.
Have a great day. That's so nice.
Yep.
I was going to say, like, when I put the spoon down and the flies were on, it made me think about cooking, and I'm just like, that's why you go to restaurants. And Peyton, you're cooking. Are you cooking a lot now?
Yeah, I'm in my cooking bag lately, you guys. I've really been like chefing it up, like Chef Boyardee, but like for real. But I'm actually literally beefing with my kitchen right now because I burned myself. So I've been like staring. Look at my arm, you guys.
Good God.
This is day 2, so this is a lot better than it was yesterday. It hurts so bad. I burnt it on the stupid little air fryer.
What were you making?
I was just making these really yummy jalapeno cream cheese stuffed wontons from Trader Joe's.
That sounds amazing.
They were fire. They're so good.
So how do you burn yourself? What happened?
I just reached in to get my thing, and I burnt my arm on the super hot 400-degree air fryer.
I burn myself or cut myself almost every time I cook. I'm gonna have to get you. I do it so often. I bought like this tub of burn cream.
What's wrong?
You burned yourself that much to cooking that you had to buy burn cream?
Yeah,
And it's next to the stove?
Hurt, and they take forever to heal. It's literally like it's called like burn cream.
Kyle has to cook in Game of Thrones armor.
Maybe you guys need to make more salads.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Requiring, like,
I'm
that's
going to
still
gift
cutting.
you some of that, Peyton, because I feel like we're the same. When it comes to cooking.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we just need to do like a cooking class.
I would
and
love
we
that.
might be fine.
When you say you're beefy with your kitchen, I like how you have an attitude, a problem with your kitchen. I remember one time a couple of years ago when Peyton first started, when I was like, I saw you do something one time. You didn't know I saw you do it. And I was like, Oh, she's awesome. We got to definitely make sure she stays on the show. You want to know what it was?
What did I do?
We're walking down the hallway. You were way ahead of us. Do you remember this? I think I might have told you about this. And we're just doing something going down the hallway, and you're in front of me. And I was way behind you. Like, I don't even think you knew. And you bumped into one of the lights on the wall, and you flipped it off. And I was like, oh, my God. Like, instead of just bumping into the light and keep walking, you had to stop down and like, have a one-on-one argument with the freaking light.
As if the light, like, reached out.
Yeah, like, it was like the light's fault.
What are you doing in my way, light?
Like, you shouldered it. Your shoulder went into the light, and then you're like, and you were like, screw you, light. So the fact when you say you're beefing with your kitchen, I believe that you have a problem with your kitchen.
Yeah, I really do. I've just been staring it down. Kadeem was like, when are you going to make dinner? I'm like, I'm done with that thing.
So, Kyle, when you get the burn cream, can we take a picture of it? Because I know everyone's going to ask for burn cream.
Yep, I will.
How about, Kyle, the dangerous, she has to have burn cream next to the stove.
This is so shocking to me.
We also have like a fire blanket too, just in case.
Oh, my God. All right. Kyle, what are 3 things we need to know?
It's a good time to gamble in Vegas, you guys. The Mirage Casino actually has to pay out $1.6 million before they close their doors next week. But everyone who knows that is already there because people are waiting hours in line just to use the slot machines because of this. Everyone hopes that they're going to be the ones that win big because literally they got it. They have to pay out the money before they close their doors.
They're closing?
Yeah.
Wow, I kind of remember when
sad.
they opened. It was like a big deal.
But that's the place with the meat place that they just bring you meat. It's like a fogo de chao, and it is amazing.
It will
Go
be
eat
no
there.
more after next week.
What are they putting there?
I know, probably going to knock it down and probably something huge and amazing. Doctors, you guys, they're warning against the viral TikTok trend that is the sink drink. Peyton, have you seen this?
No.
Okay, so basically what you do is you make a large boozy drink in your kitchen sink. So you plug it up and you put all the drinks in there. You make sangria, horchata, jungle juice, all the different drinks, put them in your sink, and then at your party, people just come by, scoop it out of the sink, and then whatever. It sounds cool, right?
Sure.
It looks cool. It looks fun. It looks like a great party trick. However, doctors say your kitchen sink is super gross, and doing this could lead to bacterial infection. So the kitchen sink is normally considered one of the riskiest places in the kitchen because it's where you basically deposit uncooked food, like, raw chicken.
Yeah.
And they say, like, that sort of sits right there by the drain. They say 45% of kitchen sinks contain E. coli.
Yeah, like you're pouring out old milk and stuff like that,
Old
too.
milk.
So you can
raw
still do it.
chicken.
You just got to clean the whole thing before you start.
Or use a sink that you don't use to deposit that kind of stuff, or you know what I mean? Like if there's I don't know. Who doesn't use a kitchen
Or use a
sink,
container that's clean.
You're not going to send people to the bathroom sink either.
Yeah.
And some people have done it in the bathroom sink too.
No.
So it's like, and if you think about it, even a normal sink where you're washing your hands, that's where you're draining all of the dirt and germs
Right.
from your hands. So they're like, listen, just don't do that one. But the TikTok trend that doctors are recommending is the fart walk. Have you guys heard of a fart walk before?
Do it all the
I
time.
think I have, yes.
So after dinner, you take a 20-minute walk. Now, the point of a fart walk is to basically start the digestive process, relieve bloating, release pent-up gases, or just the sensation of just a giant meal sitting in your stomach like a brick. Exactly. Let it go.
You're not walking,
Walk.
Ginger.
They say literally this can aid in your digestion as regular exercise is advised, to have a positive effect on your bowel movements. And you don't stink up the house.
My son Kemp, after every meal, goes on a 15-minute walk.
It's really good. It can also lower your blood sugar levels too. So engage in the fart walks, guys. Skip the sink drink, do the fart walk, and that's 3 things you need to know.
Let's get the horoscopes. Peyton, what's the vibe today?
It's 7-Eleven, so I'm going to tell you which Slurpee flavor is for you based on your zodiac sign.
I think you get a free Slurpee today, don't
Yeah,
you?
you do.
And 877-937-1047, 877-937-1047. The vibe today, Peyton, for horoscopes.
It's 7-Eleven, so that means free Slurpees today at 7-Eleven. So I'm going to tell you which Slurpee flavor is the best for you based on your zodiac sign. If it's your birthday today, you're a Cancer and you share a birthday with Lil' Kim, David Henry from Wizards of Waverly Place, and Justin Chambers.
Caleb, you've been holding a long time, dog. Today's your day. What's your sign?
I'm a Pisces.
just like Rich. Okay, my Pisces, this is the Slurpee flavor for you today that you need to go get. Blueberry. Pisces, you guys are dreamy, compassionate, and artistic. We know that. Blueberries have a mellow, soothing flavor that gives you that imaginative nature of Pisces. Offers you guys a moment of tranquility. When you drink it, you just feel like you're foresting blueberries in the forest or whatever.
Caleb, you down with the blueberry flavor?
I am so down.
Heck yeah, go
Me
get
too.
you one today.
It looks good in a cup,
Yeah,
too.
that's awesome.
Pretty hot.
Yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Caleb.
Thanks a lot.
Filomena,
Yes.
what's your sign?
I'm an Aquarius.
Okay, Aquarius, the Slurpee flavor for you is watermelon. Aquarians, you guys are innovative, quirky, and love to stand out. And watermelon is an unexpected, tangy, sweet choice that reflects your unique and rebellious streak.
Yes, I love watermelon.
Yum.
Hey, John Jay, can I ask you a favor?
Sure.
Can you say happy birthday to my son? He's turning 14.
What's his name?
Adrian.
Adrian. Adrian, happy birthday, Adrian.
Thank you.
Feliz cumpleaños, Adrian.
Gracias.
Apio verde. Apio verde, you know what that means? It means green onion. But for some reason, when you say it's
It sounds like happy birthday.
my mom being Mexican, when you hear happy birthday, she thought, why are they saying green onion? Happy birthday. Apio verde. All right, thanks, Filomena.
Thank you.
Tina, hi, what's your sign? Tina.
Oh, hi. I'm a Leo.
Just like me, okay. Us Leos, the Slurpee flavor for us today is mango. We love to be the center of attention, Leos, and we shine bright like the sun. So mango, with that vibrant color and bold flavor, is as dazzling and lively as us.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Teresa, hi, what's your sign? Teresa? Teresa? Teresa!
Not there?
I know.
She looks
we
like
see
she's
her
there.
here. It looks like she's here.
All right, never mind. Sorry, Teresa. Well, pitch back on hold then. What about for Kyle for Libra?
Kyle, for my Libra, the drink for you, Slurpee flavor, is cotton candy. You guys seek balance and harmony, but you also enjoy the finer, sweeter things in life. Cotton candy, it's light, it's fluffy, it's just the right amount of sweet to match your charming and indulgent nature.
That sounds delicious. I say that after the show, we all go together and get our horoscope flavored Slurpees together.
That's a good idea. We should go do that.
Come on, guys.
By that dangerous 7-Eleven down the road.
John Jay's not convinced
I'm
over there.
currently trying to lose these 17 pounds I gained from 4th of July.
All right.
By the way, what's my favorite? What's the Virgo? What's my favorite?
Yeah, so Virgo, lemonade. That's your Slurpee flavor. You don't
I
like
love lemonade, but when it comes to 7-Eleven Slurpees, there's two flavors to me that I like. The Coca-Cola flavor and the cherry flavor, the Ridge.
Yep.
Interesting.
I got those on my list, but they're not
Oh, you
you.
do?
Did you ever combine them? Make cherry
I have by
Coca-Cola?
mistake, and
Those
it
are
was
so
pretty
good.
good. But then there's also, back in the day, Kmart had ices.
Yeah.
What's why you see an
Yeah.
icy too? Those are legit too. Anyway. All right, so if we didn't get to your sign, they're all posted on our website, johnjaneRich.com. We got D-backs tickets we're going to give away in 30 minutes. We're going to play a new game in about 30 minutes. We're testing it out live on the air, new game. But because we're testing it out, we're going to give you the tickets.
Can somebody tell John Jay we're live?
Yeah, because we got D-backs tickets to give away.
We got stuff
Come on,
to give
John
away.
Jay, let's do this.
What are you even doing out there? That's all right.
There's something in my throat. My bad. Yeah, we got Diamondbacks tickets. I was dealing with a little issue. So what happened was my wife didn't get a very good night's sleep. And so she was texting me all the information about it. And she didn't sleep because my son Dutch had a party last night after we went to sleep.
At your house?
Yeah. So she was like, yeah, so it's kind of crazy when you think about the noise. And I didn't hear it because I have earplugs in. And it kept her up all night. So she didn't get a good night's sleep. But meanwhile, Dutch had 45 people in the backyard.
Oh my
And
gosh.
you had no idea. You slept right
I had
through
no
it.
idea.
That's
Nothing.
crazy.
Anyway, what do you got coming up for Life Hacks, Rich?
Well, speaking of sleep, so remember we had the sleep doc and he was great, right? So I was reading through some of his hacks on if you know you need more sleep, and I'm guessing Blake's on that list today, and how you can literally train your brain in one day to get more sleep.
About less than 15 minutes. We're going to test out a new game on the show. Rich found this game while he was in San Diego, 4th of July. We're going to do it on the air, and then we'll give away some Diamondbacks tickets. We're going to test it out, but it has potential to be a lot of fun. Right now, though, Stacks and Hacks. I have stacks of information, and Richard has life hacks. Dealership in Connecticut is in big trouble after a couple of employees took a customer's rare 2018 Chevy Camaro, which is worth almost $100,000, out for a joyride and totaled it.
Oh, dear.
And the owner is now suing the place. Can you believe? Bloomberg did a story on a trend called revival trusts. Has anyone heard of this yet?
No.
They're for people who want to be cryogenically frozen when they die, and they don't want to wake up poor. So instead of leaving their money to a loved one or a charity, they keep hoarding it after death. So when the point is they cut off your head, I think, and then they freeze your body somewhere. Then they try to connect it like 30 years from now when they find a cure for whatever you died
Like
of.
Disney did.
And then
allegedly.
and then when you wake up and you're alive, then you have money. Makes sense. I just don't think that's going to work.
Does it make sense? Is that technology proven yet?
I don't know. Like 40 years ago, someone said, "No, really, you just carry your phone with you everywhere you go." You're right. A couple of Georgia got arrested for public indecency after the guy drank a margarita out of the woman's butt crack in the middle of the family restaurant. They only got caught because she went to the police to complain that someone posted it on Instagram. And they're like, "Well, you can't do that. You're under arrest." Another man was caught trying to smuggle more than 100 live snakes into China by stuffing them all down his pants.
That seems like a losing proposition right there.
George Clooney is begging President Biden to drop out of the race. Like, sometimes these actors blow me away that they think they have this power. Like, you know what I mean? Like, stay out of politics.
Yeah, it's
man.
like leading all the headlines, though, today. People are talking about it.
It just blows my mind. Like all of a sudden, you know what? You're right. Thank you, George. I'm out. Kevin Costner's movie Horizon. Remember that came out like last week? It cost $100 million to make, and it tanked. Well, there's a sequel. And they're saying that since it bombed, they're not going to drop the sequel.
They're not going to put it out? They're not going to release
They
it?
already made it, though? Or no?
I don't know if
There's probably a script for it, maybe.
That's us all telling Kevin Costner, just go back to Yellowstone. We like to watch you there.
Kevin Costner, you get into politics, not movies. The opposite of George Clooney. Former NBA center Steve Hunter says LeBron James abused his power to get his son Bronny a sweet deal with the Lakers. He says this is manipulation of our league and the integrity of what it truly takes to get there. He says Michael Jordan would have never done that. He could have done that with his sons, but he never did.
No, he couldn't have because Michael Jordan's kids weren't nearly as skilled or talented as Bronny.
How do you know? Have you seen him play basketball?
They didn't even go and play. I don't think so. I think they went and played in college, but like mid-major. I think MJ, if he wanted to, he could.
That's what he's saying.
Yeah,
if
but
he wanted to, but he
if
was
his
more
kids
about.
had the talent. I'm just saying.
So you think Bronny is talented enough to be?
I think Bronny's. I think he is talented enough. He's young enough to be able to grow into it.
Oh, okay.
I've changed my opinion on that recently, though.
Why?
Because I've realized that he is like 19 years old, and a lot of the times the NBA drafts off of like what's the word I'm looking for?
Potential.
Potential capability. So it's LeBron's son. Like he's going to produce.
Okay, but Michael Jordan's son's not.
Yeah, no, because he's no good. He dates Larsa Pippen. Come on.
Okay. I watched LeBron. I watched Bronny play yesterday. He scored 3 points.
Okay.
What are they playing? Like, I thought the basketball
Summer
season was
League.
over.
Leagues.
Oh,
Summer
okay. I keep seeing, like, how much he scored in the game, and I'm like, wait a minute, didn't that end?
What do you got for life hacks, Rich?
John Jay, how often or how long does it take you usually at night to fall asleep?
Oh, I just had this conversation with my sister yesterday because I wear an Oura ring. It took me 4 minutes to fall asleep,
4 minutes. What about
which is
you?
not good, by the way.
Well, we're going to get to that in just a second. Kyle, what about you?
Usually pretty quick.
Like within minutes?
Probably, yeah.
And do you have a trick to falling asleep? Or do you just lay down and you're so
but
tired
the
you
only
go?
time I ever need a trick to fall asleep is like if we take a vacation the night before we come back to work. It's always harder for me to go to
because
sleep.
you've been up a little later. hanging out.
And I think I remember there was something where it's like you close your eyes and you picture head to toe slowly each part of your body relaxing and going to sleep. So you start at your head and then you picture your shoulders and then you picture your arms,
That's a
your
military
fingertips.
trick.
Yeah. So that's what I do, and I feel like it actually works.
What about you, Peyton? When you like sit down in the afternoon for a nap and you like fade out?
Yeah,
How fast?
I knock right out probably within a minute or two.
The sleep doctor says if you fall asleep during a nap in the day or at night, within 5 minutes, you are severely sleep deprived.
That checks
That
out.
is probably all of us in this room. And that means a lot of times you're going to have issues falling asleep and staying asleep. So he recommends this. It sounds weird, but blink fast for 1 minute. It actually sends a message to your brain to calm down. And it even affects things like your liver, processing foods and stuff like that. So have a glass of water so you're hydrated. Blink fast for 1 minute. You will fall asleep in about 8 minutes and stay asleep for the whole night. And it should work work the very first time you try it. That life hack and many more can be found at johnjaneandrich.com.
This is kind of cool. Nancy Cartwright does the voice of Bart Simpson. And during a recent Q&A, she was asked if she's related to Sabrina Carpenter. And here is her answer.
Is Sabrina Carpenter your niece? Yeah, absolutely. Isn't that amazing when you find out that somebody that maybe you've known me for a little while, doing this little 10-year-old boy for like 35 some years, and some of you guys for like way less than that, find out that I'm related to this like superstar. She's pretty amazing.
Sabrina Carpenter's her niece. Fascinating.
Yeah, that's wild.
Okay. So, Rich, you're in California, or you're in San Diego, and you discovered this game.
Went by a toy store looking for something to do, and we bought this board game that is called the Sound Game, and we started playing it in the hotel room, and I thought, could be a fun radio contest.
Okay, so we're going to workshop it, right? So, Nick, you got the rules explained. What are we doing?
Yeah, so the rules are, I'm going to hand you a card, and you have to make the sound that card is. You cannot say words, and you cannot move your hands. It has to just be your mouth.
You're
making the noise.
Okay. I call last.
Okay, John Jay calls last.
I call last.
Oh my gosh!
I'll go first.
Do you guys want an
do it.
example? You want me
Yeah, give us an example.
Okay, you want an example? Okay, so this is the one I pulled out for me. Chugga, chugga, chugga.
A train.
Chugga. Train is correct.
Oh, alcoholic.
Okay, so then do we each get, is everyone guessing at the same time?
I think name is your buzzer.
Okay.
Okay, wait a
Once
second.
you know what it is.
But you said chug. Isn't chug a word?
Well,
So
chugga.
you have to go, if you're going to do a train, then you have to be like,
I would have guessed elephant.
I don't know,
I
something
would
like
have
that.
guessed printing
That was
press.
pretty good.
That was
Good
pretty
question.
good.
I don't.
Thank
I mean,
you.
I didn't.
Chugga.
I'll be the
You're
I'll
a
be
horrible
the judge.
example.
What if you didn't actually say the words, but you were like, chick, 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 chick,
That's different.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what about with
Chugga.
this one?
That's
Okay.
better.
I'm just trying to clarify. We're workshopping.
I pulled this one because the clip you just played.
Homer Simpson.
Oh, yeah.
The Simpsons, yeah.
Okay.
So is that would that?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay,
That
I
was
think
a
that
word.
works.
Okay.
Anyway, so Peyton's gonna go first. Peyton, here's your word.
Okay.
Can't use your hands. Can't use words.
Oh, geez. This is tough.
This is wind.
Oh, there's a
Waves.
20-second timer as
Kyle,
well. Rich.
waves.
There's a 20-second timer on my games page.
Oh, espresso machine.
A balloon with a hole in it.
I can't use my arms.
No.
This makes me wonder if
This
I
is-
gave you the right card.
I don't think you did.
Okay.
What does it mean? What do you
This is nature. This is nature. How I'm
No,
trying,
you gotta
I'm
read the
trying to do
backside.
rain and
read
You
the
have to read the
backside?
other side.
You
That's
got to
the
read the
category.
backside, fool. That's the category.
Because I looked at the backside and I was like, are there two sounds on each side? Because dolphin would be a fun one.
The category is nature. Now, what? Just for fun, what's on the other side of that card?
dolphin.
Okay, so you would have to make dolphin noises. There you go, dolphin.
That's pretty good.
John
Okay.
Jay gets a point. All right, we're gonna go.
I'm sorry, guys.
We're going Kyle next.
What's the category?
The
The
peas.
peas.
The what?
What?
The peas.
The peas.
Okay.
How do you do this without words?
Yeah, just very carefully.
Okay, all right.
Harmony.
Oprah.
But time of my life.
Rich, Dirty Dancing.
Singing?
Is it a musical?
Movie.
See, you're moving your hands
Musical.
a little too much.
Oh, yeah,
I'm sorry, that's like just what
Grease.
I do. Okay. No, this is impossible.
Okay,
was
what
it?
was that?
Wedding singer?
Oh, that is tough. That's
I
tough.
know how to
Okay.
do it. I know
No
how to
points
do it.
awarded there for anyone. Rich is next.
Man.
The peas.
The category is object. Category is object. Okay. Okay.
Race car.
What?
Race car.
Truck. Motorcycle.
Peel out.
Dirt bike. Engine. Motor.
Indy 500.
I'm
Race.
not sure how I feel about these sounds.
Car breaking down.
Gas pedal.
Engine.
What is it?
Looking for chainsaw.
Chainsaw.
I was trying to start it up for you and go through wood.
That's
a
like
tough
a
one.
car.
That sounds like a race car to me.
You were going fast.
Right.
They both have engines.
I got stressed.
Professional. The category is incident, John Jay.
Incident.
Incident.
Okay.
Fart. Shooting.
Number 2, diarrhea.
Boom, diarrhea. Boom. That's how you play the game, kids. That's how you play the game.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Okay, so then who gets the point? Does Payne get the point for guessing or John Jay for giving a good
I think you both get
clue?
points.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think you both get points. Okay, should we play another round?
Yeah.
A little quick speed round here.
We'll see
Peyton.
here. Okay.
Peyton.
What is the category?
Category is object.
Category's object. Oh.
Siren.
Ambulance.
Cops.
UFO. Fire alarm. Fire alarm.
Smoke alarm?
Yes, smoke alarm.
Wow, okay.
I guess my first
steals
one
the
was a
point.
siren.
One way of not
Sorry.
taking fire alarm and smoke alarm is the same? No?
No,
Okay.
I'm a very strict rule keeper. Kyle, it's nature.
Nature.
A lion, a tiger, a bear.
Yes.
Okay.
You can't use your hands. That's a tough one. You got to tie her down. I know.
Rich.
Yep.
Rich, the category is action.
Action. Okay. Category is action. Oh, okay.
Going to the bathroom.
Peeing.
There you go. Peeing. Boom. How do we get all the body functions right away?
John Jay, nature again.
Okay.
Orangutan.
No. I wanna
A
use my-
whale.
A cat.
Monkey?
Furball.
A walrus.
A what?
A walrus.
Dog?
A what? A seal.
A seal.
Seal.
Well, what?
I really struggle saying that word, so please don't talk about it.
Well, can we
Walrus?
just hear you say it again?
I can say it when I say it slow, but when I have to say it fast, I say Wallace, and it's really embarrassing.
I think we've learned something new here today
That's
that I
cute.
find fascinating.
Okay,
Anyways.
so if we go around the room, do we like this game? Do you want to play this game?
yes, thank you.
Ask another
That's
time.
what
As long as you don't mix up the category with the actual word.
I think
we're
you
good.
mixed that up.
Nature. That was
So
hard.
we will go. We can turn this game into a game that we play once a week on the. When normally we play games around 8:30. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for sitting through that. Diamondback tickets are yours right now. Well, caller 14 will set you up with a 4-pack of Diamondback tickets. About a month ago, Grant got married. Right? Was it a month ago, guys? About a month ago.
About a month.
And so Grant comes in this morning, right? We're planning the show. Rich and I are like chatting about stuff. And Grant comes in and says, well, why don't you tell us what happened?
Yeah, guys, I walk in and I said, I married the right one. I found the right person for me.
I know I did.
I know I did because of last night.
A month after he solidified it.
Yeah. But I knew driving home last night from where we were, I was like, I had made the right decision. I love my beautiful wife, Caitlin. Shout out. I know you're listening. I know you're up and listening. So I love you, sweetheart.
Oh, my God. What's that like? I wish my wife would listen.
So the way I found out last night that she was the one is we went to a cultural phenomenon, a theater, something that changed the theater world last night. We went to go see Hamilton. And on the ride home, when we were discussing it, I realized that we have somehow morphed into the same person. And it's amazing because my takeaway from the start of the play to the end of the play, I have no idea what anyone said the entire time.
What?
I understand. I love rap and I love musicals. I don't think the two should mix because
so you didn't love Hamilton?
No, I mean it was cool. Like it was neat. It was a neat theater experience. But I can tell you, I didn't follow the story at all. I didn't know the first act ends and you realize Hamilton is kind of cheating on his wife with his wife's sister.
Spoiler.
No, I mean, it's history. it's history. So you realize that
400 years ago.
And apparently they were setting it up the whole first act. I had no idea that there was any funny business going down. I didn't realize that Aaron Burr was dating a single married woman. I didn't know any of this stuff because the whole time there was a woman sitting next to us, and during every ballad, every song, we just hear this. Just a candy wrapper, just like a cookie wrapper, something like that, and it's a ballad, and it gets real quiet. And they're like, singing a song. singing a song.
Excuse me, sir. Are you Aaron Burr, sir?
And then
Alexander Hamilton.
Then to my left, there was a lady on her phone literally texting the whole time. And so when Kate and I get in the car and we're debriefing what had happened for the last 3 hours, it's a 3-hour play, guys, just to let you know. So get ready, strap in. She was like, yeah, it was cool. But did you hear the candy wrapper the whole time? And I was like, I sure did. And then I was like, what about that lady on her phone? And she was like, oh my God, that light was so crazy. And then she goes, did you see the dad in front of us who was playing with his daughter's hair the whole time? And I was like, I did. And I was obsessed with it. And I realized, I was like, we are the same person.
Yeah, you are. I love you. Totally are. Nothing about the play at all. You guys didn't talk about the play at all.
I gotta say, if you've seen Hamilton, a good takeaway is Alexander Hamilton, very annoying. He's a pest, right? He's just constantly going in.
The first time I saw it, I loved every second of it. And then my whole family got obsessed with the soundtrack. We learned every word. Then I saw it a second time. And it was my wife and I saw it the first time. Then we took my family to go see it the second time. Then they came again, and we went to a third time. And that was too much.
Well,
and then when they were coming here, they're playing now, just like you went last time. I was like, oh, Hamilton, you want to go? No, I don't want to go.
We don't need
Just
to go for 12 hours of Hamilton.
just like, same with Annie. We see Annie all the time. Done. So anyway, that's how you knew she was the one.
100%. She's the best. Caitlin, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful angel.
877-937-1047. Fill in this sentence. Finish the sentence. I knew they were the one when blank, right? Let's try it. Let's see. Nikki. Nikki, what do you got? How do you know they were the one?
I was working with my husband 19 years ago at a plumbing company. And I was in the office. He was out and about and a plumber. And then he was known for making CDs. So he had every song you could think of. So I gave him a list of songs I wanted for him to make me a CD. And then he, a couple days later, I heard a Tim McGraw song come on the radio. And I wished I put that song on the CD. But whenever he gave me the CD, the song was actually on there.
Oh, he got you. He got you. The CD.
That's perfect, Nikki. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
877-937-1047. Tell us, how did you know they were the one? I knew they were the one when blank. 877-937-1047. Fill in the sentence. I knew they were the one for me when they blank. Lacey, hi. What happened?
Hi. Yeah, I knew my husband was the one when he came into the Mimi's Cafe wearing some weird backpack. And when we got to our table in front of everybody in the restaurant, he started unloading said backpack with a fancy tablecloth and a candlestick. And then he lit the candle and pulled out a fancy jacket and put it on. And he was just trying to be romantic and sweet. I mean, I was totally mortified, but I was like, okay, he's the one.
That's so cute.
And has he done that since? Has he ever pulled that trick out now that you're married?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we're going on 17 years of being together and 10 years almost married, and he still does silly things like this.
Oh, I like that guy.
So sweet.
I'll keep you.
Yeah.
And he's probably listening right now. So, Mo, if you're listening, I love you, babe.
And good job.
How great is Mimi's Cafe? I miss them. That was one of my mom's favorite places.
They have the best blueberry muffins.
They're so good.
So good.
Thanks, Lacey. Have a great day.
Thank
That's
you.
so cool.
Bye.
Thanks for listening, Mo. Kelsey,
Hello.
how'd you know they were the one?
He'll sit through all the Lord of the Rings extended editions with me in one sitting, which is 11 plus hours.
Oh my God.
He loves
That's a long time.
Waiting for that Helm's Deep battle to happen, Kelsey. That takes a whole movie.
We like the Ride of the Rohirrim in 3. We'll watch that all the time.
I saw the first one and I was done. It was like, forget it.
A lot of people consider it the best sci-fi of all time or best fantasy movie of all time.
Kelsey, thank you for sharing that with us.
No problem.
Heather, thanks for holding. How did you know that they were the one for you? Heather?
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
Sorry. So my husband and I got together, and I knew that we were the one because our first time was 13 hours.
Whoa!
What? Your first time, you
heard her right.
guy must have abs. You have abs of steel?
Apparently. So
I mean, you have to stop for
less than 6 months later.
Food breaks, bathroom breaks. I'll be right back. Just straight through.
Yeah. We had water breaks and stuff like that, but it was 13 hours.
And have you ever eclipsed that time since then?
I feel like we've gotten close. So,
how long have you guys been together?
We've been married. We just celebrated our 15th anniversary last week.
That's how you do it.
Man.
How do you have time for a job?
We just make it work.
I think if you took all the time that my wife and I have done that and condensed it all in one time, it would be maybe 13 minutes. And the whole time we've been together. Wow. My God, Heather. Good for you.
Yeah.
God bless you.
Thanks
for sharing it with us.
Of course.
For me, it's more about I have a different version of when I knew. And I remember this whole thing with my mom asking me about my wife. Well, Blake, we were dating, right? And I was living in San Diego. She was living in Phoenix. And I remember I flew to Phoenix to be with her. And we were having, we were at the Biltmore at a restaurant that's not there anymore. And I can't remember the name of the restaurant. But we were sitting there and the restaurant brought out the bill and they brought out these Jelly Bellies with the bill. You know, like they're jelly beans. And I was staring at her, and she was eating the Jelly Bellies, and she was going over each flavor as she was eating the Jelly Bellies. And she didn't really know how I was paying attention. I just thought, this woman is magnificent. She was like, and the way she was chewing, and she was like, oh, lemon Jelly Belly, it's so good. And then orange, she was chewing it like with the front of her teeth like a rabbit. She was like, oh, orange Jelly Belly, this is so good. And I was like, oh my God. And then my mom goes, so what's going on with you and Blake? Do you think it's getting serious? And I go, I think it is, Mom. I think she might be the one. She's like, why? The way she eats Jelly Bellies.
That's all you need.
True story, you guys. What about you, Rich? You're the newest member that's married outside of Grant.
There's really so many moments, I feel like, when you're like, oh, that's the one. But I honestly think it's because she indulges all my nerd stuff. Like, she will watch YouTube guitar solos and ask me questions about it, like she's interested. I know she's not. I know she's not. But the fact that she just wants to hang, and that's more important to her than what's happening on the screen, pretending to be interested in your person's nerd stuff, I think is a big sign.
What about you, Peyton?
I knew my boyfriend was the one when he was in the middle of a basketball game and he made a 3-point shot and then he pointed and winked at me. I was like, oh, yeah.
All right. What about you, Calvin Fug?
I don't know if there was just like a moment. It was like a slow burn.
What about you, Nick?
I still haven't found it. I wanted to go back to Rich. He kind of buried the lead.
What?
Rich, don't you guys like having, relations every single day?
Yeah, but Heather beat that.
Yeah, I mean, 13 hours. Who could do that?
Can't top that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with this walkie-talkie? Yeah, Grant?
Making all
I was
kinds
going to
of
say the way I knew that Stacey Barrow was the one for Rich was when, after a particularly bad Rich Baraband set, she walked up and she was like, great set.
Get a new drummer.
She was like, really good. Really good stuff, Rich. I mean, nobody heard it, but you guys were good.
When's the Rich Baraband playing again?
There's nothing really. It's kind of hot outside, and we like to play outside.
But you play Family Fest, though, in November.
That'll be the next thing that I know.
So right now, the next gig booked for the Rich Baraband is at Love Pub Family Fest, November 9th.
There might be something in Tucson, but I don't know.
You guys better be good. You got a lot of practice time.
We should probably learn a song or two.
Okay, so let's get to the entertainment news. Peyton, right now, bring up Costco. How is Costco involved?
Well, they're upping their annual fees, which hurts my feelings. Not that I have my own Costco membership, but I feel bad for my mom.
Everyone's upping their fees. It's so annoying. But as long as the hot dog stays $1.50.
And it will. That's their promise.
Kyle, let's talk about Stranger Things. What's the latest?
So I don't watch Stranger Things, but I know all
You've
of
never
you
seen
guys
Stranger
do.
Things?
I've never seen one episode of Stranger Things.
Wow.
But the kid who plays Dustin, his name's Gotten Matarazzo, I believe.
Yeah.
He says he needs the thing. He's like, he feels like writers need to up the stakes for the kids on the show. Like, he thinks like people need to start being killed off. So in an interview, they asked him, okay, so which characters do you think should be killed off?
I'm going to go for myself, I think. You'd like to see yourself killed off? Yeah, why not? Early on or towards the end? I mean, I hope towards the end if it's going to happen. Just, I want to be in it as much as I can.
His voice is so much deeper now. He's getting older.
That's a terrible idea.
Older. Actually, they're going to, I think so. I think he probably will be one of the main 6 that
no
gets
way.
offed.
Then he would get in trouble for leaking that, for saying that. If they knew they were going to kill
Probably
him.
would.
Why do you want to see? You don't want to see the stars die. I hate when they do that. They usually do it.
But maybe, and I don't know the show, but like he was saying how they really have to hustle filming because, like, I think he was 13 when they first started, and now he's over 20.
Yeah,
it's kind of like he's like, we're really trying to get everything in because there were so many, setbacks with COVID and everything like that. And so he's like, we're really trying to get in, but maybe they want a younger, new generation who's coming in.
Yeah, but here's the thing. if he's dumb enough to tell them, write me out, that they kill me. And then in 15 years, when he's 30 and he can't get a job, he could do a spinoff and be where Dustin is now 15 years
And
later.
the upside down. I think because in the last season, they killed off Eddie Munson, like in like the most bad way, like bad A way. He's like rocking out on a guitar and got attacked by bats. And Dustin and Eddie were like best friends. And I think Dustin's going to be like super down and a little depressed. And I think he's going to go out as like a sacrifice for his friends. That's my conspiracy theory.
We'll see.
Okay, other stuff. Let's get into P. Diddy.
What?
P. Diddy?
Oh, I couldn't understand what you were saying.
P. Diddy.
Okay, so I told you just yesterday that Cassie's lawyer was all ticked off that Diddy's living his best life, posting pictures whitewater rafting, and now one of Diddy's other victims' lawyer has come forward, did an interview with TMZ, and basically said there's not a lot that I can divulge about what's happening in the court cases, but just know that there are things brewing.
Sure, can be perceived anyway. You know, it might be a couple weeks, it might be a couple of months. But I know that there is a finish line that we kind of came in at the end of, and something will be happening sooner rather than later.
So that lawyer is one of the victims that basically accused Diddy of sexual assault and sex trafficking. So she was like, we weren't even the first ones. We just came in on the finish line that's almost there. So she's like, yeah, shortly, however you want to perceive that, it's happening.
What about Katy Perry? What's up with her?
She announced her new album. So we knew that, she's got her new song, A Woman's World, coming out. But then she announced, listen, I've got a whole album worth of fantastic songs that she's going to drop. And the actual drop date is coming very, very soon, September 20th.
But the song comes out
right in time for our iHeart Music Festival. I would love to see her surprise there.
Fun.
That would be fantastic.
She looks amazing.
Isn't the song out today? Are we playing it today?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you guys heard it yet?
Yeah.
Parts of it.
You have? I feel like I heard it yesterday. And then I lost my mind and I was searching for it and I couldn't find it and I don't know how I heard it. I'm almost positive I heard it yesterday.
Well, she's had Instagram teasers all over the place.
Yeah.
Oh, she has?
Yeah. Oh, it's been all over social media. So her album's going to be called 143.
Oh, you know what
I
that
love
means?
you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thanks, Peyton. But do you know what that means?
I love you.
That's what that means.
Joe Jonas, too?
Joe Jonas has new music. He says he has got a new single arriving next week. I'm excited to see what it's about because you got Sophie Turner and she's in like a new liquor ad where it kind of insinuates her dating life, how she's looking for someone new and fresh, right? So I'm wondering, is Joe going to also be like singing about,
Being
living
single.
his best life? Who knows?
How did Argentina's soccer team troll Drake? I don't get it.
Oh my gosh, I love
People
this.
sent me a bunch of pictures of that and I didn't understand it.
Okay, so they basically, in the stadium, they posted "Not Like Us." As they're celebrating.
I can't get people send me pictures of the stadium and I was looking at the soccer players.
Oh,
I
no.
didn't see
Yeah,
that.
you got to look at the thing and posted on the top of the stadium. It says "Not Like Us," and it's like Canada, Drake, Canada.
That's what I was going to say. Did they play
the whole
Canada?
time.
Then that
Yeah.
makes sense. That's a good jab.
What about Ben
Good job.
Affleck's daughter?
So she could go into acting, right? We talk a lot about nepotism. She could have a pretty good chance at getting a lot of amazing roles. She looks almost exactly like Jennifer Garner, but she has chosen to be an advocate. So she actually did something that I think it would be so scary. It would take a lot of guts, but she actually went and she spoke at like one of those big town hall meeting things about how like mask bans and stuff like that. But the way she speaks is like, sounds so grown up.
Hi, Violet Affleck, Los Angeles resident, first-time voter. I'm 18. I contracted a post-trial condition in 2019. I'm okay now, but I saw firsthand that medicine does not always have answers to the consequences of even minor viruses. The COVID-19 pandemic has thrown that into sharper relief. 1 in 10 infections leads to long COVID, which is a devastating neurological cardiovascular illness.
She went on like that, did not stop the entire time. I was like,
She went to summer camp with my niece and nephew.
really?
Oh, yeah, it's so weird that they're all the same age.
Yeah.
Wow, she uses big words.
She used a lot of big words and sounded,
What if
like
she
I
uses
said, just
efficacicious in words?
sounded really well spoken.
If she says that, then whatever she needs, she's going to get.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man. Oh, wow.
I hate all the hair that is not on my head. Like, it's such a pain. Like, I wish that I could just get, like, my entire body lasered. I cannot stand it. And specifically, like, my armpits.
Mm-hmm.
It took one photo of me like raising my arms at Blink 182 last week, and you can see the armpit hair just kind of peeking out for me to be like, I'm done with this.
Kyle's face.
I'm done.
I don't like hairy.
Yeah, it's weird because it grosses me out, and you'd think that I have control over it. I just rarely take advantage. So after I saw that photo, I was in the shower the next day, and I was like, enough is enough. I'm done with this hair. And so I decided for the first time ever, I'm going to shave my armpits.
I love that. My dad shaves his armpits and always has.
Yeah?
So I'm here for that. Good for you.
When it's the first time you do it, maybe don't use like an electric razor without any attachment onto it. Because the second I started, I nicked the inside of my armpit.
Ouch.
And so then, now I'm like, well, I've started, but it looks like a murder scene inside the shower because there's so much blood. I got to keep going. So I keep going, and then I use my, spoiler, my wife, Caitlin, I use my wife's razor on my armpit, and it's like a straight razor, and now I have razor burn.
So you shave your whole armpit bald?
That wasn't the intention.
I was going to say.
The intention was to just kind of trim it up with the electric, but I got too close to the sun, and it just took a whole chunk.
But like, would you say your armpit? Can I see your armpit? Is your armpit bald?
It's. I mean,
can you see your armpit?
I want to see. I want to see. I can't even. You have to just.
Couldn't you just open up the sleeve?
It's a bald armpit. He's got hair on his chest and a bald armpit. It looks like a featherless chicken.
It's like I have the most hair I have on my body.
Oh my God,
is in my
so weird.
armpits and on my nipples. Like 2 places I just hate.
Well, what's funny is you have all this hair in your chest, and then you have this like perfectly smooth armpit.
Yeah, you would think that
you should go all the way down.
Just go ahead and shave your chest too.
Yeah, bring it all the way down.
Sorry, guys.
Does it hurt when you put on your deodorant?
It hurts when I put on my deodorant. It is. I'm dealing with the razor burn.
Yeah, anytime you're shaving, probably rubs
and now
on it.
it's starting to grow back a little bit, so it's itchy.
Oh, yeah, that's
So you did both armpits there.
Yeah.
Like one time I wanted to try wax, so I thought I'd get my arms waxed, and so they put one on this arm right here. They put a little bit of wax, and they did one part, and I was like, "Thank you, that's enough," and I left. Like, that hurt so bad. I can't imagine that you went through and did both armpits. And your dad does both armpits?
Both armpits.
Like with a razor, like bald?
Like a straight razor.
Like shaves it till there's no hair? How come?
Yeah, because he doesn't like the hair underneath his arms.
Oh, man.
But I wish I felt bad for you, Nick, because I just don't. Because the razor burn, I can relate. I just don't feel bad for you. I think that's just a cost of being a woman.
The hair in my armpit was like as long as your braids are.
You should just go for it. Do the laser hair removal. Your dad should too, Peyton. I did that like years ago, and it's amazing.
Your armpit hair never grew back.
I get like every once. Well, you know what's actually funny is because I really don't have to shave my armpits anymore. But every once in a while, I'll give it a little look-ski, and there's like just a couple stragglers that like make it through, and they're really long.
Do you just pluck them, or do you shave them?
No, I'll like shave them off, but literally it's like one or two. You know what I mean? It looks like Charlie Brown's head.
Hey, why don't we I'm sure there's an advertiser of this radio station that does that. Laser hair removal.
Yeah,
would you get it done?
Yeah. I would get it done like
You'd have to
hurts so
if we
bad.
get that worked out, you get both armpits lasered, and you have to get one leg.
Just one?
One leg lasered.
That's fine.
Or an eyebrow.
As long as I don't
An
have
eyebrow.
One eyebrow.
An eyebrow.
Yeah, just for us.
Well,
We'll do the commercials.
So the hair on my head is fine.
Does Red Mountain do that?
I think so.
Maybe. We'll find. We'll get it done for you, Nick, I promise. All
I'm
right.
crossing my fingers.
Maybe in commercials on the radio, Nick. Hello. I'm hairless Nick.
I know somebody with a spa that has a laser.
Did your wife do that?
Uh-huh. They have it.
They do the laser
Now,
removal?
wait a minute.
Karina, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. Good. How are you doing?
Good. So you're going to play for tickets to see Niall Horan. Now, I want to tell you, we have everybody on the show comes up with games sometimes. This is the first time in a while, like someone's come up with a brand new game, and it's Kyle.
Oh my goodness.
And so she's going to be the host. The game is Netflix number one.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Stranger Things to Money Heist, who's on top and what's the price? Guess the star, guess the plot. Let's see if you watched a lot. Netflix number one. Are you ready? Here we come. Netflix number one. Lights, camera, action, son.
Okay.
Sounds like Saturday morning cartoons.
My game has a theme song.
That's cool.
Okay. So the game is called Netflix Number One. There is a comma between Netflix and Number One. Of course, you don't say it, but it's because all of the questions are either about the number one thing on Netflix or something that's number one in the world. All the number one things, okay? You will each have a chance to get some points and possibly win the game. Karina, I'm going to let you just get a feel for things. Let John Jay, Rich, and Peyton go first so you get an idea of where we're going with this thing. So we'll start with you, John Jay. You can't look, obviously. But the number one show on Netflix right now is what? Follow-up question coming.
It's the daddy of 1,000 people.
I need the exact title.
1,000
the
babies.
Exact title.
I think it's called 1,000 Babies. Oh, bummer.
Oh, so sorry, John Jay. So sorry. Anyone for the steal? Anyone for the steal?
Baby's
Father.
1,000.
The man with 1,000 kids.
I had the right show. I just didn't
You
have
did have the right show. Yeah. What?
Is it the Supercell?
No, that's actually number 3 as of this morning. But I am watching that, and it's a really good show. Either way, Rich, you're up. The Man with 1,000 Kids is number 1 on Netflix. What is the name of the man with 1,000 kids?
Isn't he a doctor? Dr. Bob?
He's not a doctor.
Wrong show.
He's not a doctor.
You're thinking of the other show with the fertility doctor.
You guys.
It's a Dutch kid.
Yeah.
Jan van der Glingensen.
No, so no one gets it. Jonathan is his name.
Jonathan.
Okay. All right, Peyton. Currently, what song is number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100?
Ooh, that's tough. I'm going to take my chances with the song of the summer, Espresso, Sabrina Carpenter.
Anyone for the steal, John Jay?
I think it's Please, 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 Sabrina Carpenter.
No, it is not.
They ain't like us.
As
Rich.
of right now, no, there's only one steal. I'm so
All right.
sorry. It's Shaboozey.
That's
of
okay.
our song.
Shaboopy.
Okay, Karina, there are no points on the board, so things are sitting real pretty for you. According to IMDb's top 100 movies list, what do they rank number 1? You get multiple choice. The Godfather, The Dark Knight, or Shawshank Redemption?
The Dark Knight.
Correct!
Oh my God, no way. Yes.
You're on the board. You're on the board. John Jay, this is a speed round. The Stanley Cup Finals happened recently. Who is the current number 1 hockey team in America?
Oh, my God.
Speed round.
Tampa Bay Rays.
Incorrect.
Peyton.
Peyton for
Toronto
the steal.
Maple Leafs.
Incorrect. It's the Florida Panthers. Literally just happened. We talked about it multiple times. Rich, name the number 1 movie on Netflix right now.
Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Correct. Thank you for the exact title. Rich is on the board. Tied with Karina. Peyton, what is the number 1 earning luxury brand in the world right now?
Louis Vuitton.
Correct. Peyton also on the board. Karina, you need to score here to win the game. Who is the number 1 most followed person on Instagram?
Oh my God. Is it Selena Gomez?
It's not Selena Gomez.
Peyton.
Peyton for the steal.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo for the win. Peyton, this is your victory song.
That's a good game, Kyle.
That's a really good game.
Really good.
That's funny because I have a game tomorrow called Hulu Number 2s. Man, it's
Can't
win.
wait.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Man,
all things number 2.
all shows you watch while going number 2.
Yes,
That's the way I had it set
like
up.
that. I really like that. But Karina, you were an awesome player, so we're going to hook you up with the tickets anyways because it's the first time we ever played the game.
All right, Karina, thank you so much for listening.
I love that.
What do you got going on today, Karina? What are you doing today?
Oh, I'm just at work living the life.
Good. That's cool that you play a game while you're at work. What do you do for a living?
So I'm a study coordinator. We do clinical trials for medication that hasn't made it out to the market yet.
Got any new stuff you can send our way?
Yeah.
Anything you can use?
We like side effects.
Nothing fun, unfortunately. Just if you don't want to get pregnant.
You can send that this way.
Okay, good.
Matter of fact.
Hello.